everyone! Today I'm going to be unboxing a few albums from K-Town for you. As you can see, I have already opened up the box a little bit, so we can see we have the albums inside in the bubble wrap. With everything out of the bubble wrap, the first thing we see are the K-Town for You exclusive photo cards that I got for Wonho's second mini album, Love Synonym Part 2, Right for Us. And I believe there were once again 3 different K-Town for You pre-order cards, so by getting each version of the album, you get all 3 cards. And I've never had cards come in packaged quite like this. They're in a Ziploc bag, but if you look inside of it, you can see that they are in sleeves inside of that. So I suppose that's good, that we have some double protection. I think it was the Season's Greetings cards I got that were just loose in the box. This is definitely an improvement on that. Still not my favorite packaging in the world, but I've also had worse. And as I said, I do have all 3 versions of that mini album. I'm not sure right away which one is version 1, version 2, and version 3, so I'll have to check on that before I unbox them. And once again, they are all different shades of blue, which I personally love because blue is a color that I have always really associated with Wonho. When I first became a Mombebe, it was during Fighter era when he had the blue-tipped hair. So it's really neat to me to see that color continue to be incorporated in his solo releases. And it's not a bag packaging this time, which I'm super excited about. I did not like the packaging for part 1 at all. And then underneath those, we have the other albums that I've picked up, which are both of the photobook versions of SHINee's 7th album, Don't Call Me. These are the fake reality and the reality versions, and I only have the photobook versions today because I pre-ordered these as soon as they went up on the K-Town for You site. There was almost no information at the time. We barely were even sure if there were gonna be 2 versions. I believe they had already announced the jewel case version as well, but there was no info on how many versions of that there would be, if they were going to have photo books, or if it was going to be like Hi as a jewel case and it just be the CD plate, photo card, and lyrics. So I did not buy the jewel case versions in my initial order because I knew that there were other comebacks coming out that I was going to want to purchase, and I figured I could save the jewel case versions and just pick up whichever one of those I wanted if I did end up wanting to buy one with those comebacks. I did ultimately end up pre-ordering 4 copies of the jewel case version from K-Town for You. Those will be coming with my ONF and ATEEZ albums, hopefully. And I'm hoping they will send me all 4 different versions. When I contacted them, they said they could not guarantee that, but they've always been really good about giving me one of each version in the past, and it worked out to be way, way cheaper to buy all 4 from there than it would have been to buy just 2 versions on the other side I was looking at, where you could pick which version you wanted. So I ultimately did decide to order those from K-Town for You, even with the chance I might get duplicates, because I'm hoping if I do get duplicates, maybe someone will be really nice and trade me, or I can maybe sell the duplicates and buy the other member versions. But I do have the jewel case versions coming, I just don't have those today. And then I also got folded posters for the SHINee albums. Usually if there's an option to purchase a poster too, I'll do that instead, because it's usually only a few cents more if you're buying from a Korean store, which is where I usually shop these days. However, like I said, I pre-ordered these albums. There was no info on whether they were going to come with a poster or not at that time, so I didn't have the option to choose an unfolded poster. I am glad that they did send me the posters at all, because I honestly thought that because I ordered it before the poster options went up, that I just would not get a poster. In typical SM Entertainment fashion, these posters are absolutely huge, so there's no way I can show you the full thing with my filming setup. I really like this one for the fake reality version. It's just the cover art, but in a poster format, but I really, really like this concept. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. I don't think you can, but there is a little, if you can see it, there's a crease, a line right there. Luckily it is on just the background part of the poster and not on any of the members. But it is a little bit of a shame because this is definitely a poster that I probably would have paid extra to get the poster tube for because I really, really like this one. And this is the reality version, which is my least preferred of the two concepts. I want to say that was one of the first teaser photos we got when the pre-orders went up, though. I want to say this was the temporary pre-order cover image. I'm actually going to look at the reality version first, I think, since that is my less favorite of the two concepts. And these albums are really big. They're like magazine style, is what I would say it reminds me of. And for this one, we have, it looks like different Polaroid style images of the members on the cover. We've got our sticker on the outside with the SHINee 7 logo, because it is their 7th full-length album. On the bottom it says, any resemblance to actual person or event is purely coincidental. Of course, our SM copyright information. My one complaint so far right off the bat with this packaging is because it is magazine style, there is no spine. And this is not the first time SM have done that. This is kind of similar to the third version of Red Velvet's Monster album that they put out. That had a similar magazine style packaging and it also did not have a spine. So there is precedent for it, I just don't prefer it. I would have preferred if this had been bound in a different way so that there could be a spine. That is just me nitpicking. On the back we have our track listing. There are 9 songs on this album, so I am 100% expecting there to be a repackage of this because SM loves the repackages for full boy group albums. Literally, SHINee have never had a full-length album that has not been repackaged, so I would be very surprised if they broke that streak now, especially with this being a shorter track listing for a full album. We have our title track, Don't Call Me, Heart Attack, Marry You, Code, I Really Want You, Kiss Kiss, Body Rhythm, Attention, and Kind. And they have already done so many of these tracks live on the music shows, which I really appreciate because SHINee are incredible in a concert setting. Don't Call Me, obviously they've promoted because it's the title track. Heart Attack and Code, they've both promoted as B tracks alongside Don't Call Me. They did Heart Attack for the first week of promos, and I expected them to just do Don't Call Me this past week, but they also did Code as well as a B-side, which I was super excited about because that is one of my favorite B-sides on the album. They performed Marry You at their special comeback show before the album was even officially announced. And then they performed Kind on, I think it was Music Core last week. One of the shows they were able to do a third B-side in addition to Heart Attack and Don't Call Me. So that was really cool. Yeah, they've already done 5 out of 9 songs, so that is over half the album, which is super exciting. I do still hope that SM will give them a Beyond Live concert of some kind, though. I'm still really sad that Taemin was not able to do one for his solo material. And with the plastic wrap off, this actually doesn't feel like I expected it to. I thought it would be either matte or glossy, but it's really like somewhere more in between. It's got like a little bit of a texture to it. I don't know if that will come across at all on camera. It looks like the pages inside are matte, though. It's got a little fold out, so if you fold it out, got that same image from the poster, and it says any resemblance to actual person or event is purely coincidental. I'm going to use this opportunity right here to say I do not like Key's hat. I am not a fan of Key's hat. I think that is a very questionable choice that I'm surprised I have not seen more people talking about on social media. But that is all I'm going to say on that subject today. I do really enjoy the colors of these photos, the ones that aren't in black and white. I feel like the blues and the reds really pop really well, and I love the streaks they put in Taemin's hair. It feels very, like, seen, and I love that. Then we have some solo shots of Key, and again, I really like the feel of this photo shoot. I just wish that some of the fashion choices had not been what they are. We have Taemin. Taemin looks so emo in this photo shoot. I love that so much. It really suits him well. Ugh, I love the blurriness of this picture. It's been a while since I've like seriously collected an SM group, and I actually find myself missing their weird blurry aesthetic shots, which is something I never thought I would say. Yeah, Taemin is absolutely gorgeous in this photo book. And on that, I don't think I've mentioned yet on my channel, outside of my bias list updates videos, that Taemin has officially been added back to my bias list. Love the neon green hair, love the glow in the dark vibe of these shots. That's really cool. We've got a duo photo of Onyu and Ki. Blonde hair looks really pretty on him. But yeah, as I was saying, Taemin was actually my initial bias in SHINee when I first started listening to them, like back when I first got into K-pop forever ago. But then when I started getting more into them as a group outside of their music, it shifted to Ki. And then when I watched Hello Baby, it changed to Mino. And then when I saw them live, I gave up on picking a bias. I was just like, I bias both of them. I cannot choose. And so it's been solidly both Mino and Ki for quite a few years now. But when Taemin was promoting Criminal and Idea, I really realized how much I enjoy his solo work, even more than like most other soloists that I listen to. And you know, I did consider him one of my biases in Super M, so I was like, at this point, I just need to admit that Taemin is a bias again. So, with that being said, I am thinking about collecting his cards for this album. I don't think I'm going to go back and retroactively collect Taemin because SHINee have a lot of cards, and a lot of those were really hard to get even when they were new. I don't even want to know how much it would cost to go back and get some of them now, like those Japanese album cards. But I'm thinking of collecting Taemin's cards for Don't Call Me. It's going to depend on who I pull and how easy it is to trade and buy the others. Oh, this is such a gorgeous picture. Painted nails. I'm so happy that seems to be like becoming a trend in K-pop right now because I live for it. I love painted nails so much. It's one of my favorite things. It's so cool. That is such a gorgeous picture. I will say that is definitely one of the advantages of the big photo book style is these gorgeous, gorgeous, large, full page images. Definitely a step up from the jewel case size packaging SHINee was getting for a while there. I just realized we're like halfway through this photo book and we haven't had any solo shots of Mino yet. Very interesting. Oh, I said it and there he is. Yeah, I honestly really do like the aesthetic of this photo book too. I wasn't sure that I would, to be honest, based on the teasers. I definitely thought I was going to prefer the fake reality one, and I think I still will, to be honest, but I really do like the grungy vibe of the photo book. Oh! I didn't know these photos were going to be in here. Oh, this is awesome. So these photos are what the jewel case version is. It's what the cover art for those are from, and I presume what those small little photo books are going to give. So I didn't know we were going to get photos from that in this as well. I thought they were going to be jewel case exclusive. So that is really exciting because that is actually my favorite of the 3 photo shoots for this album, is this like really artsy floral thing with like the long wig for Mino. Oh, I'm such a huge fan of it. So glad we get at least a little bit of photos for that in here as well. Like, I know the blue streaks are fake. I know they're, like, extensions, but they look so cool. Yeah, I actually, going through this, I think Taemin's styling is my favorite in this particular photo book. We've got a page that just says, "Sorry, the number you have called has been disconnected," which of course is Ki's wonderful English intro. in the song Don't Call Me. I wonder how many pages this is, because this feels like really thick. I didn't think I would still have this many pages to go. We have some of Onyu's shots from that floral photo shoot. Yeah, it looks like we're only getting like 2 per member, but still. That's more than I expected to get, so I am really pleased. Mino, he really, like, has not aged a day. Like, I swear, you put this picture next to, like, an old picture of Mino, and there is no difference. SHINee just have the best genetics, apparently. I was gonna say these pages are my bias line, but then I thought about it and remembered my bias line is basically the whole group now. Which, honestly, I feel like is a really common factor in my alt groups. And that's one of the reasons they are my alt groups, is like, I genuinely could say that I bias every single member to a degree. I usually do try to limit it to like 4 tops, but really, if I really put like all the members of my alt groups on a bias order and ranked them, they would end up ranking higher than some of the members I consider my biases in other groups. It's just the way it is. And of course, we save Key's flower shots for last because they are probably the most gorgeous in my opinion. That headpiece is just so pretty. And then this, I think, is where all of our random goodies are going to be, so we're going to save that for last. This shot is so blurry, and this one is so pixelated. It's like such poor quality, but it's on purpose, and therefore it is cool. Like, look at that. It's so pixelated. It's so weird. It's so shiny. I'm actually really glad they did give them some kind of weird photo book concepts. They didn't come back with just something like neat and grown up and handsome. Because that wouldn't be SHINee. SHINee are weird. That's like half their charm. The like abandoned parking lot shots. Oh, this is gorgeous. This group picture from the floral shot. This right here, my favorite page in the album. Was not expecting that at all. Such a pleasant surprise. Oh, I love that. Oh, I hope I do get all 4 Jewel Case versions, because I really want to see more of that shoot. And of course we have all of our credits and the actual CD. And we have this same photo again when you fold it out. And then as always, we have our SM ad. Some things never change. And our little envelope of goodies. I actually kind of like that more groups are starting to do the envelope of goodies, because it makes it easier to keep everything together and to keep everything like secret if you want to save it for a reveal at the end. I say that, and then as I'm pulling it out, I spoil my photo card. Whoops. So for the photo card, I did pull Onyu's, and that is a really, really cute photo card. But if anyone has Key's or Mino's or Taemin's and would like to trade, I would be happy to do so. I'm also not opposed to keeping this, but I am already currently collecting One Way OT5. I don't know if I can collect a second full group. That is a slippery slope. But it's like, if I'm collecting... See, this is the problem, because I'm like, well, if I collect Taemin, then I might as well. But then it becomes much more of a financial investment to collect SHINee. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And you also get this little film thing. Taemin had one of these in one of the Never Gonna Dance Again albums. I don't remember which one. But I got the Taemin version, very fitting. Then, what else do you get? I don't even know, to be honest. Looks like you get a unit postcard. And I got Mino and Taemin. And then, oh, the lyrics sheet. I didn't even realize the booklet did not have lyrics. So this is your lyrics paper. It's got another group photo on the front. And then inside, oh, it's done up like a little newspaper. That is so fun. Got our track list and then the lyrics for everything. I think that's a really creative way to do this, and it suits this concept really well. And that's what the back looks like. We also have a picture from the other concept, which is fun. And I think this is a folded poster. I'm assuming this is Random Member. It is. Oh, and it's from the flower photo shoot, and I got Mino. So pretty. So pretty. I love the long wig. It's so extra, and I love it. Now let's take a look at the fake reality version, and right away we can see that this is a lot brighter than the reality one. But again, it says any resemblance to actual person or event is purely coincidental. Again, there is no spine, and the back design is totally different. I think this version is really fun. It's done up like a telephone dial with the 9 different songs and then the star, pound, and 0 keys. Like, I actually don't mind it being a shorter album because it allowed for that to be done, and they couldn't have done that if they had one more song. But as I said, I await the inevitable repackage that I'm sure will drain my wallet further. And the cover is that same kind of texture. It's not quite matte or glossy. It is more on the glossier side, but it's got like a texture to it. But on the back, what's really fun is that these, like, keypad parts are like indented where it's white, and then they're like raised up again where it's black. So like you can feel the numbers like you could on a phone, which is a really fun detail. When it's all bright red on the inside. Oh, I love this already. Just like UFO, like retro sci-fi stuff, that is so fun. And I've seen some people speculate because Don't Call Me wasn't always for sure going to be the title track. I think they've talked about Heart Attack and Code both being contenders. I've seen speculation that this photo shoot was done like with the intent of Code being the title track, which I can definitely see with like the mysterious, unreal nature of this photo shoot. Oh, and these pages are glossy, where the other ones were matte. I think that's fun when groups switch up the material of the pages like to match a different concept. That's super fascinating to me. Yeah, I just really love this like doll-like fake suburbia concept. It is so cool. I'm super excited to look through this photo book. And I'm sure it's probably not going to happen, but I would love to see a music video for Code with this concept. I'm sure they didn't film one. I'm sure it doesn't exist, because SM like never give SHINee tube videos for their Korean releases. Especially because a repack is probably coming. But I would love to see it. And in my, like, fantasy, that is what I would love. This is so gorgeous with the rose garden. And the extensions they had in Key's hair here. So pretty. Oh my god, why is there a giraffe? Surreal. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It's very surreal, and I love that. Again, it's just so SHINee. Why are there screwdrivers and a piece of... Is it a large piece of fish? Oh, this is so weird. I love it. Ugh. Oh my god. You get the flower pictures in here too? Here I thought those were only going to be the jewel case version, and yet we get them in everything. Ugh. That's perfect. That is the superior photo shoot. I'm glad they know that. Oh, but this is really weird. So, like, these pictures are glossy, but these are matte. These are the material of the other photo book. That is so fascinating. Like, that's such a weird attention to detail, and I love it. Looking at this had to be, with the intent of code being the title track, it had to be. Because that really makes sense with the whole, let's crack the code. We got Taemin. And you know, why is he driving a crash test dummy? Like, why are there so many fish? What's with the fish? I don't understand. Why are there fish coming out of his luggage? It's just, it's so bizarre, and that's why I love it. Again, it wouldn't be SHINee if it wasn't weird. And that is such a gorgeous blue, that suit. So pretty. Like, he's just looking at the inside of a car. This shouldn't be such a gorgeous photo. But it is, and I can't explain why, because I don't even understand it. It's just pretty. What, is Taemin about to be abducted by aliens? What is with that spotlight? We got Taemin's flower photo. Oh, I see, just gets one. Oh, they're stuck together? Ah, I see. That's one downside of the thinner pages, is that they kind of stick together compared to the thicker ones. This is one of the teaser photos that came out, and it's just, it's so weird. Why is there, like, a crow flying in frame? Why is he blocking Onu? Like, it's obviously purposeful, but it's so weird. But it's so cool. Now Onu's driving the car. He's spying on him, it seems. He's pointing a gasoline nozzle at him? What on earth? This might be actually honestly one of my favorite photo books. That is high praise, but it's just, I've never seen another photo book that's anything like this. It's so unique and so fascinating. I love the colors. It's just so gorgeous. Literally, who out here is doing it like SHINee? I would like to know, because if anyone else is, I'm very interested in what they're doing. But I don't think they are. Again, Key's flower photo. So pretty. Like, this is so pretty. And for what? Yeah, I love this, because you get those really, really gorgeous flower shots and also the, like, super surreal Technicolor stuff, and I live for it. The painted nails. Ugh. So happy that's a trend. Let's keep it going. The smoke going off in the background? Hello? It's like an erupting volcano. Oh. I love that. I cannot explain why I love this page, but I love this page. That is so cool. Oh, I love this photo book. Oh, I love SHINee. Everything is on fire. What is happening? It's me standing in the burning house. That does not seem safe. What is this? Can't you see me? You know some of our photos. I love that shot so much. So gorgeous. I really wish there was a video to go along with this concept. But like, even in photo book form. It's so cool. The billboard's on fire? Why is everything on fire? And they're on their phone booths. And it's over. Wow. Such a cool photo book. I love SHINee. So glad I saved that one for second, even though I think if you're supposed to look at it first, I think it's technically like version 1. I don't care. I knew I would like it more. Another group photo in the fold out. And the CD. And our envelope of goodies. And it is sealed with the sticker, but luckily it wasn't too difficult to carefully peel off without damaging anything. And once again, I did see my photo card when I was pulling it out, and the tradition is alive. I pulled Onu once again. Oh, and that is such a cute card with the blush. The yellow blush. Again, such a weird choice, but it's so cool. And then this one also comes with a secondary card. And I did get Taemin for that one. That's really fun. It's like a phone card. That's clever. And then for the unit postcard this time around, I got Key and Onu. See, now I'm wondering if I should buy a second copy to try and get the other postcards. Because this came with more random stuff than I thought it did. And then our lyrics paper is different to match the different concept. Again, so cool. See, we got a different picture than at the phone booth. That's fun. And then for the folded member poster, oh, I got Taemin. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should buy more copies to try and get the other two posters as well. I had no intention of doing that, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see, because there's probably a repackage coming. So maybe I should save my money for that. I haven't decided. I'm literally just thinking out loud right now. But this is such a good mini poster. The painted nails. Ugh. Again, live for it. I know I say that every time, but I do. I'm going to assume, based on the symbols at the bottom of the album, that this is version 1, version 2, and version 3. But before I take a look at those, I want to take a closer look at the pre-order photo cards. And I do not collect Wonho as thoroughly as a soloist as I did when he was a member of Monsta X. And Monsta X, I strived to get every version of album photo cards, all of the like special concert photo cards. I didn't get the ones that came in like the concert binders because those were just too difficult and expensive to obtain. But I strived to keep a relatively complete collection. But because he has so many different cards as a soloist, and they are all kind of variations on the same thing, as of right now I'm just kind of keeping what I pull and not really going out of my way to get all of the extras. Like, I didn't get any of my music taste pre-order cards or fan sign cards for the last album, and I don't intend to do that here either. I did get the K-Town pre-order cards because I chose pre-order through there because it was cheaper for me. But this is what these look like, and I presume they're going to correspond to the versions of the album, maybe. Back we have his logo, and it says Wonho. That one's really cute. And I am a little wary because I do know that some of the teaser photos had some wound makeup, and we can see some of that here. And I am kind of sensitive to stuff like that. Like, this one's fine. This one doesn't bother me, but I have seen moon makeup that gets a little more extreme, and I am hoping there won't be anything much more extreme than that in the photo book. Yeah, these look really thick. I don't remember Love Synonym Part 1 being that thick of a photo book, and there's 3 different versions of these. This might take a little while to go through. I'll try to move through these kind of fast. Again, I'm not too concerned with my photo card pulls. I'm just going to be happy with whatever I get, pretty much. And I don't really know what all the extra stuff that you can get in here is. I know there's some other random items, but I didn't look too closely into it, again, because I don't collect him quite as thoroughly as a soloist. Which is nothing against Wonho, I want to be absolutely clear. I just don't collect soloists as thoroughly. Like, even with SHINee, when they've done solo albums, I've literally just always kept the card I pulled and left it at that. I don't go out of my way to get other cards for soloists. Like, ever. I'm sure eventually one day someone will debut solo and be an exception to that, but as of right now, all the soloists I collect, I just keep what I pull and call it a day. But it looks like we have a, like, dust jacket style to the packaging, which I wasn't expecting. That's kind of fun. That looks really gorgeous. Yeah, already the packaging for these is a step up from the packaging for Part 1, which I was not a huge fan of. I feel like that was another reason I wasn't, like, super into collecting that era, because the packaging was so annoying. It looks like he will be blonde for this photo shoot. He does have dark hair presently and in some of the teasers in the music video, but I do remember him also being blonde in some of the teasers, so that doesn't surprise me. And then the dust jacket says Love Synonym number 2, Right for Us, First Mini Album Part 2. On the back, we just have that again. No track list on the outside of the packaging, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine, but it is a lot more common in K-pop these days. Again, really, really, really love that metallic. Super, super gorgeous. I have a nail polish that's like exactly this color, but it dried out on me. So I was going to do my nails that color for this unboxing, because it's like a shiny color. But I couldn't because the polish dried out. That also folds out, but there's nothing inside it, which is interesting. Oh, this might be kind of a hassle to show because of how thick it is. Okay, interesting that that dust jacket had the blonde hair, but this is immediately going into the darker concept from the teaser photos, which is not what I was expecting. Yeah, I really liked these teasers when they came out. They definitely got me more intrigued in the album because I did enjoy his debut. Absolutely. Open Mind, I feel like was a great song to reintroduce him as a soloist. But I found that I didn't go back to the album as a whole as much as I expected I would. I do enjoy all the songs on it, don't get me wrong. It's just not something I think to go back to as often. So I wasn't sure how I would feel about this album, to be honest, before the teaser started coming out. I was a little concerned that I wouldn't end up liking his music as a soloist as much as I did with Monsta X, unfortunately, because that does happen sometimes. Sometimes you just don't vibe with someone as a soloist as much as you do in a group. Even, like, I love Wonho as a person very much, and I always will, and I always will continue to support him because of his whole situation, how that unfolded. But, like, for example, Taemin released both parts of Never Gonna Dance Again sort of around the same time as Love Synonym Part 1, and it just, I found myself going back to that album more than I went back to Love Synonym, and it, like, you really shouldn't compare the two because they don't make similar music at all, but I did find myself comparing them just because of when the albums were released. But all of that is to say, I actually was very pleasantly surprised by how much I like this album. musically. I really, really like the title track Lose. I like that even more than Open Mind, and I really enjoyed Open Mind. That is the song I've listened to the most off of the first SHINee album, which surprised me because I usually don't prefer title tracks. But, like, not to compare it to Taemin again, but Lose does feel a little bit more in the vein of, I feel like, something Taemin would do compared to, say, Open Mind. Which isn't to say it sounds like a Taemin song, it's just, it's more dramatic. It has, like, some orchestral stuff come in the last chorus that I really was not expecting, and I really, really like. And I enjoy the B-sides quite a lot, too. Devil is really cool, groovy R&B. Best Shot almost reminds me of, like, something I'd hear on a Nick Jonas solo album. That's what it calls to mind for me, and I really enjoy Nick Jonas' solo work, so that is a compliment. That is no shade at all. I really like this colorful turtleneck, that's fun. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this comeback more than the debut personally, which isn't to say I didn't like the debut, because I did like the debut. I just wasn't quite as crazy about it as I hoped I would be, if that made sense. This is such a thick photo book, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm not talking that much about the photo book, but that's just because I'm trying to move through it kind of quickly. These photos are really cool, with, like, all the stuff written on the blackboard. It actually really reminds me of Kihyun's scenes in the Alligator music video, because he's in a room like that with blackboard stuff written everywhere. Which is interesting. The lore. Let me move my random stuff out of the way. It keeps poking out at me. God, this is such a thick photo book. What the heck? This is just version 1. I'm gonna be here forever. Yeah, I didn't even know that these shots were gonna be in here, to be honest, with all the flowers, but that's so pretty. I love the floral aesthetic. And again, I love all the blue. It's one of my favorite colors personally, and it's also always been a color that I associate with Wonho. So I just really think it's neat that he's incorporated so much blue into his solo stuff. Yeah, I'm not even, like, done with this photo book yet. I still have 2 more to go, but I would already say that this comeback is a step up, I feel like, on every level from the debut. Like, the debut was awesome. Like, I'm so glad that that happened. Like, because there was definitely a time when it seemed like it would not. But I like the packaging more. I personally like the photo shoot concept, at least this one, a little bit more. I like the songs more. And yeah, it honestly has me really excited about the future of his music career. I am still pretty critical of some of the management decisions, particularly on the US side of things. But that's an issue for another day. Oh, these shots I have seen in the teasers. Or this concept, at least. Yeah, really gorgeous. Love that shirt. And the lighting is really pretty too. super dramatic. God, is this like 200 pages? Because we're already at 153. That's insane. This is such a thick photo book. For like anyone. And this is for a solo album. And there's 3 versions. They're gonna get 2 more insanely thick photo books. That is awesome. Yeah, I can definitely already say this album is well worth your money. So glad it's not in a bag. Yeah, here we have our track listing, finally. We have 8 songs. The title track, Lose, the B-side, Devil, which I think Devil might be my favorite song. I really enjoy that dramatic R&B style. And Best Shot, which as I said, kind of reminds me of something you'd hear on a Nick Jonas album. It's kind of funky, very fun. What Do We Need, which is a fan song, basically. But it is all in English, which I have some mixed feelings about. Then we have the US crossover attempt, and About You, also all in English, featuring Kiara. The song itself is fine. Her feature is also fine. There is a line in her verse that I'm not a huge fan of, but like on the whole, it's not something that like I would skip, like some other US collaborations. But again, I have mixed feelings about the US management, and don't like that they've been pushing that song more than the title track, but that's just me. And then Flash, which is another kind of fan song, super sweet, self-composed. He revealed it at the special live he did during the first album, and right away, like when he revealed that, I was like, I really like this. I hope the second album is more in this direction, and it kind of is, it kind of isn't, but I still, like I said, really like the direction this album has gone in. I have the English version of Lose and the instrumental outro, which is very pretty. And we've got the kind of washed out pictures again, with our lyrics for Lose. So this is pretty similar to how this was done in the first album. I like the consistency there. Best Shot. We Need. And About You. Flash. And the English version of Lose. And the outro. We've got our CD, and again, just blank there. So I don't know why that needed to fold out if it's just blank on both sides, but so it did. And then we have the random things, which in true Starship, Highline, they're the same thing, everybody knows it. In true Highline fashion, we have so many random goodies, and I don't even know what all of them are. What is all of this? Okay. Let's see, the things that aren't photo cards first. We have stickers, which I'm assuming these are not random, because this seems to match the photo book concept. We've got a 4-cut photo. I'm snacking. It's all glossy on the back. And then whatever these are, they don't tell you. But they have holes, that you could punch out. Are they supposed to be ornaments, maybe? I do not know. And again, I don't know if these are random or version specific or what. Because they seem to correlate to the version, but there was some stuff in the first album that I thought correlated to the version, and then I got a version where it didn't match, so I was like, oh, it is random. I just happened to get correlating ones for the first couple. And looks like we have a bookmark. This has been a popular random item lately. That is the version I got. And then the cards. Oh my god, I forgot you get a scratch card. Why is this a trend lately? Can this stop being a trend? I think this is just a message card though. So I'm not gonna scratch this off right now. I'll probably do it later. Because message cards, it's not as big of a deal if you mess them up than an actual photo card, like Wonho did for Devil. Also the name of the B-side on this album. But then for my actual photo card. Oh, this is a cute one. Of him in the room with all the writing. That's really nice. Yeah, I have no idea what the cards of this album look like. I haven't looked at any unboxings or spoilers or anything. Perhaps I should have, but have not yet. So this is the one downside of it being a book packaging, is that all of this stuff is not going to stay neatly inside the album like it did with the bag. That is the one benefit of the bag, is that you could just store all your random larger goodies in there and not worry about them falling out. So next up we have what I'm assuming is version 2. I'm going based off the symbols at the bottom, assuming those are 1, 2, and 3. Again, pretty similar cover, just a slightly different image. And then a deeper shade of blue. And that is what this looks like. So we might get some overlapping concepts, because we had some of the photos with food in the first one. Go and get my random stuff out. So it looks like, just kind of glancing at the random stuff, this might be the older photos with his blonde hair still. Again, really love the packaging with the dust jacket off. I really like the metallic blue. That's super pretty. And again, I almost painted my nails metallic blue and I didn't, but I should have. So it would have matched. Yeah, okay, this seems more similar to the photo shoots from version 1. And I honestly think I'm just saying that because of the blonde hair, because the blonde hair reminds me of version 1. Album 1. I don't know why I keep saying version 1. Why is he standing on a chair? I don't... Okay, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna try to move through this kind of quickly. Because I think I'm running out of storage space. I need a new phone. One day I will buy one. Oh, you can still see a little bit of his tattoo. I think he talked about wanting to remove that at one point, but ultimately did not. Because I think he would have had to be off his feet for too long. You know, I don't know what it is, right? Because this photo shoot is literally just him posing with some chairs. But I like it somehow more than the one from part 1. And I really don't understand why. Like, he's posing with chairs. What about this makes a cool photo shoot? But somehow, I don't know, I like the vibes. Maybe it's the fashion, to be honest. I like a good black outfit. Ooh, he's in a sweater. Ah, I see. It's unzipped everywhere but the top. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was wondering why he was in a sweater. But now I understand. It's not a normal sweater, you see. I'm also very distracted by the fact that the trim is in Christmas colors. Which actually, thinking about it, this album was originally rumored to come out like towards the end of last year. I wonder if it was supposed to be around Christmas and that's why he has Christmas colors here. It would explain why one of the random items is an ornament. Conspiracy theory. I'm on to you, Highline. Also, he's got like band-aids on his fingers in these shots. And when the teasers came out, I thought they were like actual injuries. And I was like, what happened to his hand? Why did they do a photo shoot with his hand hurt? And then the teasers for, I think it's version 3 that has the fake wounds. Those came out and I was like, oh, okay. He wasn't hurt. It's the concept. Got it. Yeah, I do think version 1 is my favorite so far. Assuming that version 3 is going to be the one with fake injuries. It's not going to be my favorite, I can already tell you that. I do like these photos, though. I don't know. I feel like we already had blonde hair for album 1. Why do I keep saying version 1? I feel like we already had the blonde hair for the first album. So it was nice to see something different with the dark hair in version 1. Yeah, I feel like I do like the styling a little bit better than the styling for the first album. I feel like the first album was more casual. Like it looked more like something you could wear in daily life, whereas this seems a little bit more, I guess, idle-ish. But I could very well be misremembering. I like the TV. The white room with the white TV. Kind of reminds me of the One We and Wonho's pre-debut teasers. Oh, look at him posing. I like his necklace. That's really cool. Oh, it's 2 different necklaces with the moons. And then we've got our checklist. You know what is different pictures? Oh, is he making ramen? Oh, he is. Oh, that is so cute. I love that you have like this whole photo book of like sexy pictures. And then at the end, he's just chilling in the kitchen in some comfy clothes making some ramen. That is like the most Wano thing ever. That's adorable. You know what? These right here, these casual pictures of him making and eating ramen, that's my favorite. That is my favorite photo shoot from this album. Believe it or not, yes, soft Wano stands do exist. I am one of them. I suffer. Very cute. And now for all of the goodies. These have to be version specific, right? Because this also matches up. And the scratch card, and the flowers behind it. The stickers. The 4-cut photo. Yeah, again, we've got the gummy bears and stuff from that photo shoot at the end. So those must be like different random ones per version. Well, for the bookmark I got the same one. So maybe they're not version specific and I just got lucky again. Oh well. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going out of my way to trade the larger items, but if anyone has the bookmark for this version, or one of the bookmarks for this version, I'm sure there's not just 3 of them, and would like to trade, I wouldn't mind doing so, but I'm not going to go out of my way to find a trade, I don't think. And then the photo card. Just, you know, pretty casual picture of him chilling. And last but not least, hopefully, I'm just worried about the wound makeup. We'll take a look at version 3. Oh, okay, wait, this one might be alright, because the jacket photo is him with the ramen. Oh, I hope we get more ramen photos. thought I was joking when I said the ramen photos were my favorite. I wasn't. I'm dead serious. It's my favorite thing I've seen in here so far. Again, love the metallic blue. I will not shut up about that. I just think it's so gorgeous. I don't know why I keep looking. It's always blank on the inside. Oh, very interesting. He's holding a bag that says Open Mind, which is the title track for the first album. Yeah, this one feels... Oh, it's got all the titles from the first album. Very interesting. Yeah, I would say this photo shoot feels really similar to stuff we saw in the first album, which is interesting that this is version 3. You'd think it might go the other way around, with them like starting with the ones more similar to the first album. Why does he have plastic bags? I'm so confused. I don't understand this photo shoot. Yeah, I personally feel like these photo books are super thick, so it is definitely like worth your money to buy more than one if you are interested in buying them and like the photo shoot concepts, because they are all different photo shoot concepts. But if you're just gonna pick one, I personally would recommend version 1. I think that is my favorite, and it feels the most different from the first album. I do like these shots with like the whiteboard. What the frick are those pants? Are they pants? Are they all one piece, or is that like some denim shorts pulled over, or some sweatpants or something? Whatever they are, I don't like them at all. Oh, what are those? Like, these photos are nice. I thought I was gonna really like this photo concept, and then I saw the pants. Yeah, I feel like I remember some of the photo shoots from the first album having like some handwritten lyrics. But I could also just remembering the teasers for this album. There have been a lot of groups that I like coming back, so I very well could just be misremembering, because I've been trying to remember a lot of things lately. Those look like they are shorts pulled over sweatpants. Alright, that's a choice. That is a choice. If they are shorts, should have just worn the shorts, maybe. Or should have just worn regular jeans. I don't know. Whatever that is a mistake. I like the close-up photos, though. Like, the photo concept is nice. Those pants just ruin it for me. Oh, this is fun. The, like, painting stuff. Yeah, this is where the wound makeup comes in, though. So, fair warning, if you are sensitive to fake wound makeup, you may want to look away. I like the spray paint, though. That's cool. The graffiti art is a really fun photo shoot concept, in my opinion. Really could do without the wound makeup, though. I don't understand why it's a trend. I really don't. Like, I get it when groups are doing darker concepts, right? Like, One is Just Bigger Not to Be. They didn't do wound makeup, but, like, they had, you know, very bloody music video. But it made sense because it was a dark concept. Like, they were supposed to be vampires. What is the point here? I mean, realistically, with this concept, it's probably because it is, like, an emotionally vulnerable song about being hurt emotionally, so they're representing that by him being hurt physically. Like, there is a legit reason, I'm sure, but as someone... I mean, I will say, this is not that bad. You know, I've definitely seen worse. It is mostly covered with band-aids, which I appreciate, at least. Like, if you're gonna do wound makeup, I guess at least cover it up. But, yeah, I just don't like the trend in general. I keep hoping it's gonna die out, and then someone brings it back, and I'm just like, can we please? Can we please go 1 week in K-pop without someone doing wound makeup? No. He's wearing those pants again! Why would you wear those pants in more than one photo shoot? Okay. I like the shirt. The shirt is really cool. Again, wish he was in different pants. Also, I think they might be shorts over other pants, because these pants look leather. They didn't look leather in the other picture. I could just be wrong. But I really think they are shorts. Pulled over pants. Pulled over different pants, possibly. And I don't think I like that. Yeah, wow, I really wish this photo shoot was like just the leather pants. That would look so much cooler, in my opinion. But I mean, hey, I am talking about it, so I guess it does its job of getting people's attention. Oh, that's fun. It's got little smiley faces drawn on, where like the wound makeup was in the last picture. I prefer that. I like the little smiley faces. That's cute. Don't eat tape. Do not put things that are not food in your mouth, especially right now. We're in Corona times. Come on, buddy. You can't just put random tape in your mouth. Right now, especially. I do like these photos. Yeah, there definitely is photos in each photo book that I do like. And like, because I do fully collect Monsta X's albums, I intend to continue fully collecting Wonho albums. Because that only seems fair to me, and I do very much want to support his solo career. But yeah, if I was being more selective with album purchases, I probably would have just got version 1. And like, you get enough photos in each version. Like, they're really thick photo books that it is very much worth the money, even if you do just buy one. Just because I liked every single concept in that one, and I don't love all of the concepts in these. If I had been picking and choosing, that is the one I would have picked. But, like I said, these photo books are really thick. I much prefer the packaging to the first album. And again, super happy to support his solo career, considering there was a time we didn't think he would have one. Sadly, no more Robin pictures. Alright, and now for the random goodies. For these, I once again got one that matches the version. These are the stickers I got. Oh, heck yeah. I got Robin. I got him eating Robin for the workout picture. That is so cute. So I did get more Robin pictures. It's on the photo book. I'll take it. And the bookmark, yeah, it looks like these are really random because this is the lighter shade of blue. So that was probably one to go with version 2, maybe. Yeah, and then for the message card, I got the really light one. So that is interesting, that it does seem like these actually are random, at least some of them, but for the most part, I pull the ones that match the version. Well, that's convenient pulls, then. And then for the photo card, oh, I like that one. That's really cute. I'm giving a finger heart. that is it for today's K-pop haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more unboxings or K-pop hauls like this one, you can check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.